T-bone barbecue. Haven't done a video in a while. Figured we'd do one today. We wanted to do them during our what we call barbecue season, but it turns out that trying to do videos and competing and doing KCBS really doesn't work very well. We tried it, and the videos were so horrible we didn't even bother uploading them. So now we're back. It's off season, so time to start looking at this pretty face again. So today what I want to talk about is, since we're really close to Thanksgiving, we're gonna talk about how you can help out if you've got a big family. Everybody wants turkey, but you cook a big turkey. You know, once you get past like the 18-pound range, it's really, it has a tendency to dry out. It's going to take up all the oven space. So why not cook a turkey? Most people like white meat, so why not cook a second turkey breast to make sure that you have enough turkey for everybody? However, obviously oven space is at a premium because you got your turkey, you got your, all your sides and everything else. So since that space is at a premium, why not use your grill? There's got to be somebody in your family that's willing to go outside, have a couple of libations, throw the football around, and cook something on the grill. So today I'm going to show you how you can do a second smoked turkey breast, boneless turkey breast. We got it at a local cash and carry place yesterday. It actually came as two. I think it's actually supposed to be cooked as one full roast in like a bag, but I want to smoke it anyway, so I took it out. It ended up being two pieces. The skin actually came on this. I took it off because the turkey skin, it's just not going to render the way we want it to. So, especially on Thanksgiving, you don't want to fuss around with something that may not work. This will work. And also, I just want to show the label, because if you always read your label carefully when you buy something like this, because this one says that it's enhanced with 15% solution of turkey broth, salt, sugar, sodium phosphate, flavoring. So this thing's already enhanced. So what we want to do is make sure that we don't put too much salt in it, because it's already got some salt in there. You don't want an overly salty turkey breast, or any meat for that matter. But if this was just a pure turkey breast without that, I would probably enhance the salt a little bit more. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put a little light coating of mustard on this, so it's going to hold whatever rub I put on it. So Kathy's going to put a little glove around this thing. It's a little hack that Nicole Humphreys from Humphreys Smokers showed us, so that you don't get your bottles and things all gross. So, thank you. So now, if I touch the turkey and then touch the mustard, I don't contaminate the mustard. Thanks, Nicole. They make a great rub called Sapsucker that I probably would use on this today, but we use that in competition. I'm not saying on what meats, but we do use it on competition, and we ran out. So we're going to have to order some more. So, Nicole, if you're watching, we'll be ordering soon. So we just want a light coating here. You don't want too much mustard. So just a little bit, and then we'll rub it in. I mean, you don't have to do this, but it will help hold the rub on. Give it a little bit of a kind of a vinegary twang. I'm using regular yellow mustard. You could use, spicy brown mustard. You could use a, I'm just going to trim this off too while I'm here, because the rub's not going to stick to that anyways. So, just a little bit of, almost like a silver skin, thin piece of skin. Just get that right off there. That off to the side. Okay, so let's get the other side of this. Rub that in. Normally I would use like a Dijon mustard or something like that, but apparently we don't have any of that. I have a horseradish mustard, but I wasn't quite sure how that was going to work with this. So, okay, so we got mustard on it. Now we're going to put a rub on it. So what I'm going to use today is a rub from Dizzy Pig. It's called Peruvianish. It's got some turmeric in it. It's got some, what does it say here? Some chilies, some amato, garlic, onion, lime peel. Smells awesome. Dizzy Pig rubs are awesome. They have a whole line of them out there. Check them out. The nice thing about the Dizzy Pig rubs is that they have a they're usually pretty low in salt. So using it with something like this that's enhanced, it's going to work pretty well. They also have no salt line as well, which would also work here. So again, glove trick, and we want to be pretty liberal with this. But you want to sprinkle from on high so that you don't clump it all up everywhere. And then come around. You don't want to rub it, but you just kind of want to spread it out a little bit and press it. That will help the rub adhere to the skin, or to the meat, I should say. No skin here. So press it in. Let's flip it over. And we're going to cook it this side up anyways, so that's going to work. Again, this is going to give it, with all the chilies, looks like it'll give it a good color. And it'll be just a little bit different. The other thing is that, you know, the roast turkey is going to have one flavor. This will have a different flavor, but still be turkey. And who doesn't like leftover turkey anyways? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to let this sit. I'll probably put it in the fridge, but I'm not going to cover it. So I'm going to let that rub kind of get drawn in. We're going to go light the cooker and then get rolling. See you soon. Yeah, good. Okay, so we're now moved outside, rolled the pit out. It's the Oklahoma Joe Bronco. We can kind of show you what it looks like on the inside right now. All I've got in there is the ash catcher, and I've got loaded up about 2/3 of the way up with briquettes, Royal Oak briquettes, and I've got 2 pieces of maple wood and then a starter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that in and light up the cooker. So this goes right on top of the ash pan. Nice thing is, all the ash drops right into the ash pan, so it's easy cleanup. It's one of the nice features of this cooker. So I'm just going to go grab my torch and light it up. I don't want any comments about the thermometer being upside down. I am well aware. Right, so I got a Stokes fire starter in there that I'm just going to light. That's going to catch. And that should start catching the coals. This thing, when I did the initial burn, it took about an hour to get up to 300 degrees, which is what we're looking for. I'm going to put the rest of it in, and then we'll talk about the dampers and a little bit about how this cooker works. Okay, so the next piece that goes in is this. This is the heat diffuser. All it does is really protect the food and also help distribute the heat evenly across the whole barrel. So that just rests in here. And then we just put the grate on. There's 2 grate positions that we can put it on. There's a lower and an upper. I'm just going to use the upper. Nice hinged grate, so you don't have to find a place to put the lid. Lid's got a nice what do they call that? Handle? Oh, it's got a good industrial handle, and it's got some nice insulation there. So now what we want to do is we want to open up the top and the sides. This controls your heat. This is the one that goes underneath and brings the air in. So the more wide open we make this, the hotter the cooker is going to get. So. And the nice thing is I gave you these kind of 4 numbers as a way of keeping track. I found that around 3 got me to about 300 degrees, which is what we're aiming for today. So I'm going to do 3 on the bottom, and I'm going to do 3 on the top. This is going to draw the air through. So the more open these things are, the hotter your cooker's going to get. So we're going to leave this go. Leave this for a little while, probably about an hour. Let the temperature come up, and then we'll put the food on. Okay, so it's been about an hour and 20 minutes or so. We are pegged at 300. I did have to come out, open up the top and the side here a little bit more than I did last time. I realized that this time I'm using briquettes before I use lump. So lump burns hotter. Plus, it's a little colder out this morning than last weekend when I did the initial burn. It's about 40, 45 degrees out this morning. It's a nice brisk New England morning. So we're going to go put this on. You can see I put a stick of butter into that pan. just in 4 separate sections. So let's go ahead and open this up. And we're going to cook it right in the pan. So we're going to let this roll for about an hour. It's going to get some smoke on it. Going to get some flavor, and then probably after an hour we're going to come check on it. We'll check the temperature, and then at that point we might wrap it up and let that butter kind of steam and tenderize that meat. Okay, so it's been about an hour. We probed it, and it was about 120 degrees. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap it, let it come up to, we're looking between 160 and 165. But we're going to put another stick of butter in here just to get a little more juice, a little more liquid, get a little steaming effect going. It's just 1 stick of salted butter. Nothing fancy. So we're just gonna put that, we're actually gonna put that right on top and let that melt down. The rub is set, so it's not gonna rub off of it. And now we're just gonna go ahead and put this on. I'm gonna put my other glove on so I don't burn my hand. Fighting the wind here. Get this nice and tight so that we can get a nice butter steaming effect. Alright, we'll shut the lid. Let that go probably for another 45 minutes and we'll check it. Again, 160 to 165. Okay, so turkey probed at 160 degrees, about 45 minutes into the wrap, so we brought it inside. Open it up, let it steam down a little bit, and now we're ready to slice. Make sure I don't spill the butter all over the place. Okay, so when you slice any piece of meat, especially a bigger piece of meat, whether it's beef, pork, in this case turkey, you always want to slice against the grain, across. So the grain's running this way on the bird, you want to slice this way. If you slice it with the grain, it's going to be very chewy. A lot of people make that mistake when they carve a whole turkey, that they cut the wrong way on the breast, and the breast meat dries out and tastes rubbery. So I always like to, if I'm doing a full bird, I'll actually take the lobe, the breast lobe off, and then have it like this and then cut it across. So let's slice into this thing and see how we did. So just get the end off there. Right down through. So let's cut a couple of slices off. As you can see, a little bit of a smoke ring, not too much, but that's okay. We could have faked that if we wanted to. Pull this, pulls right apart. Still nice and juicy. Let's try a piece. Got that good turkey flavor. I'm not gonna talk about my mouth. It's got that good turkey flavor. That rub really adds a nice complex taste. It's really good. It'd be a good addition to your Thanksgiving table. Now, if you want to go real barbecue-y on this, before you slice it up, we could have put a little like barbecue glaze on the top of it, put it back in the pan, left it open, in gave it a 5-10 minutes just for it to set, and you would add that like barbecue sheen on it. But in our case, we're going to leave it dry because it's just Kathy, I, and the boys, so we're not going to eat this whole thing today. We want to have leftovers and we'll probably use it Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. We'll probably do Turkey Taco Tuesday this week, so Triple T Tuesday. So that's it. So there's another way you can add a little flavor to your Thanksgiving meal. Thanks for stopping by. Follow us. Follow our flavor on your favorite social media sites, Facebook, whatnot, and check us out again.